My name is Robert Edmonds. Vivian Lee, along with myself, are partners in the firm Edmonds and Lee Architects. We started our office in 2006, shortly after we relocated from New York City. We do projects of all different types and scales, but primarily we're involved in residential architecture, both single-family and multifamily projects. For every project that we do, we try to treat it as an evolution. We try to learn from each project. In the case of the Summerhill residence, it was one of our earlier projects when we started our office, and as such, it's informed a lot of the way we think about future projects. In particular, the way that one experiences architecture, one experiences the space in terms of procession, hierarchy, what one space leads to the other and how those spaces lead to the exterior. We've known the client for many years and we've talked about doing work together for many years, but finally we had an excuse to do so when we had our own office. He lived in San Francisco and he had been visiting Sonoma for a long time at other friends' houses, and finally he felt it was time that he wanted to build something for himself. He and I ended up looking for properties on and off for 6 months. As soon as we saw this one, I think we both had that aha moment, like this was the place we wanted to build a home. From the start, it was all about creating a house that he and his family could enjoy and have friends over, and a place of retreat, so to speak, from living in the city, living in San Francisco. The inspiration has to do with the setting in California, the setting in wine country, and how it shaped and influenced the house and the architectural response to the house. One question we get asked a lot is, how was the geometry and the window patterns developed? What that was really a response to the site. There's a horizon, and then there's a distant foreground of hills and mountains beyond, which you'll see when you visit the site. And what that does is it creates a figure ground composition between the sky and the ground and the hills beyond. So what we did is we took that relationship and literally just turned it upside down, so that what was before mountains has now become house, and what was before sky has now become living spaces. And that's how the geometry of the houses were formed. One of the things that I'm most proud of is just how much you don't necessarily feel like you're in a house when you're at the Summerhill residence. When you're there, whether you're literally outdoors or whether you're in the living spaces, which all have direct connections to the outdoors, you are always reminded that you're in a setting that is not the city, and that you're in a setting particular to this location, and that you're in the country. For those who are visiting the house on the tour, I really hope that they will experience the house slowly. It's supposed to be a place where you come to visit, to stay, to relax, to take in the scenery. So I hope they'll sit on the deck, sit around the pool, take in the setting, but also go in and out of the different buildings and the different landscaped areas and the different courtyards, and take particular care to see how each of those are different. They're different the times of day that you come to visit, the views are different, the light conditions are different, but it's a place where one feels at home in the setting. So we hope that people will take their time, relax, enjoy the house, but more importantly, enjoy the setting.